Peace, kings and queens, gods and goddesses. So, we're back, and this is Break the Curse Part 12. I know it's been a while. I apologize, but we gonna get into it. This topic is reflecting. Let's talk about it. So, do you reflect? How often do you reflect? Are you looking for something specific when you reflect? Are you holding yourself accountable when you reflect? Oh, look at my little water. All are very important questions to ask yourself, for sure, or to consider. Now, let me tell y'all something about reflecting. This is hands down one of the most powerful tools for growing. Why? Listen, there is so many different insights to be found in reflecting. It's literally the most amazing thing I've ever fucking seen in my life, speaking from experience. I reflected 100 times on one memory, and I've learned something different each time. That don't sound amazing to y'all? That just sounds so beautiful to me. It sounds so beautiful to me. And I genuinely believe that the amount of awareness that you have plays a role in reflecting. And it makes sense. It makes sense. I just be so excited, but it really do make sense. It makes sense. It does. The math is math there for me, and I like when the math for me. I like that. Believe it or not, there are different levels in awareness, and a lot of people are not aware of that. Just to give a quick example, it's like, yeah, people be aware that they be mad when something happens, but they don't know why. You're only at a certain level of awareness. That's the best example that I can come up right, right now. I'm sorry. I'm gonna do better next time. As is this skill strengthened while healing, which is another beautiful thing. Awareness essentially strengthens your character in the best way possible, and that's just such an exciting thing to me, because I don't know, like, when I talk to people, I typically get good character traits, as far as like what people have to say about me, and I think that that's an amazing thing. But I also sometimes get like bad character traits, and then those are the things that I need to kind of sit with and work through. We are not always aware of who we really are because we are too focused on something else. This could be who we want to be, not being like others, or we are simply a trend follower. It's a hard truth to accept, but it is what it is. Bring awareness to your character. Ask others for their opinions, and always be open-minded. You have to be. If 10 people say that you are judgmental, chances are you are judgmental. Even if you don't want to be judgmental, you are judgmental. Bring awareness to it, accept it, acknowledge it, and then we can change it. You picking up what I'm laying down? Let's not forget that the insight of someone else can be a very beneficial tool. We often overlook a lot because we can only provide ourselves with so much insight. So having that additional insight makes all of the difference, for real, for real. The challenge is really just acknowledging and accepting this for yourself. That's really the biggest challenge. You cannot work on something unless you yourself can see it. Reflecting provides that insight also, and it provides it so clearly if you give it the chance to, because our character traits stand out tremendously from the things that we say, the things that we do, how we move as people. Like, we can see it if we really just sit down and kind of, if we look for it. Gotta do the work. We gotta do the work, and that's all right. We can do the work. Yeah. But it also provides you, with the insight on things, people, and places that, you are around. How those things affect you, treat you, make you feel, and so much more. It's a whole list. Excuse me. When we are in the depths of these things, we often ignore or overlook our true feelings towards things because of a plethora of reasons. Another video. Another video. But when you're reflecting, it's all about you. How you feel, what you think, what stands out to you, amongst other things. You can't be influenced by anything around you when you reflect, because who else is reflecting with you? Only you can reflect. You're the only person reflecting. This is literally you sitting, going back in your thoughts, thinking about things that previously happened, and deciphering it by yourself. Y'all, powerful. You can't be influenced by anything around you. You can't. And that's dope. Do it. This is teaching you to rely on self, which we were not taught. We were not taught this. So teaching this to ourselves is difficult. I'm not gonna hold you. It is difficult. It can come with a challenge. Well, it comes with a challenge, especially with the responses that comes with it. It's not always supported because it's unfamiliar, and since we're teaching ourselves, we debate ourselves because we're subconsciously used to people debating us. It's like an eternal tug of war, back and forth, because you're looking for clarity, even though the clarity is already there. We're just used to going to get clarity from outside sources. But we don't need clarity from outside sources, because we can get that clarity from ourselves. As do we not always see things clearly when we reflect, or we might not know how to take things. This is really a skill that you have to continuously work on and strengthen to be able to effectively, use it. Because you want to be effective when you're reflecting. It matters. It really does a lot. And if we are lacking confidence in a way, the confidence isn't there. And this is speaking from experience. We justify a lot by accident, even while reflecting. Unfortunately, this is inevitable until we have a certain level of confidence within ourselves. It's not even just confidence. It's security also. Like, this security isn't already within us. It's outside of us, most of us, because we are used to looking for that security in other sources, and we weren't taught how to look for that within ourselves, because we do know what's best for us. We just don't know how to decipher the best things for ourselves because we were never taught to. We're always taught to look outward instead of inward. So when you're reflecting, you don't have no one to actually look outward to. So now you're in the internal. And this is this, and that is that, and this is this, and that is that. And it's just like, you kind of got to work through it. And it's something that you just kind of got to continue to push through, because the answer will come. You just have to be patient enough to receive the answer. You got to trust the answer. Got to get to the point that you're trusting the information that's flowing in. A lot of us are not there. And again, I can say this so confidently because I've experienced this. Regardless, it really is worth it though. Y'all know how I feel about healing. We need that insight. We want it ignored. We need to learn to trust ourselves. We need to hold ourselves accountable. We need to grow and change as a collective. And this tool is unbelievably amazing in assisting with that. Like, when you reflect sometimes, you may see things one way, and then after, a couple of days or something, or maybe you had a conversation with somebody, or maybe something transpired and you go back and you reflect again. And now you're seeing, something for what it actually is. It's a little hard to explain. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I'm really hoping that y'all following me. But it's just like, this is really what reflecting can also be sometimes, because I'm not gonna hold y'all. Like, I reflect on something, kind of be fixated on one part of it, completely ignore another part, and then I'll get back to reflecting another day, and something shines some light on this insight over here that I once looked the last time I was reflecting. It gets wild. It does. It gets wild. But it's amazing. I think that's really, I don't know, like, that don't sound dope to y'all. Like, maybe I am a little different, but I just think that's the dopest thing in the world, because it's helping us grow. Like, you're doing the work yourself, and it's helping you grow tremendously, because you have all of these different insights coming in to shine light on things you could have done differently, things you could have did better, point out how you was wrong, point out figuring out how to move forward differently. Like, it's a whole bunch of stuff, and I just think that's really amazing. I don't know, hopefully y'all do too, but like, reflecting really is like one of the most powerful tools for growth. And it teaches you accountability, personally, in my personal opinion, better than anything else, because yeah, it's really easy to say, well, they shouldn't have did this, and this is the response that they got from that. But when you're reflecting, it's, even though they said this, I could have responded a different way. And, I do owe this person an apology. Like, come through, maturity. I hear you, because I was wrong. Now go apologize. That's how I be. That's how I be for real. But yeah, I love y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all next time.